I want to talk about your music. Who inspires you? I love your music. We've been playing your music for a long time. I don't know if you realize that. We have our indie show on Fridays. We play your song. It came through Caden Gordon. Big shout out to Caden. Caden's going to be on the show soon. We had to reschedule his, but he just he's very good at filling my inbox with everybody's music. So that's how I got onto you. It was through Caden.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So that's how I got into this. Anyway, tell us who inspired. What's your is there someone that inspires you to get started?
Yeah. Well, when I was young, we used to drive up to the cottage up in the Laurentians, and we would listen to songs and sing it around the campfire. People like John Denver,
Yeah,
Take Me Home Country Road.
I heard that last night in an event, and everybody knows that song.
Everybody knows that song. One of those classic ones, or Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire. This is things that we used to listen to. But as a teen, I listened to, people like Gordon Lightfoot, great Canadian artist, unfortunately passed away. So the record, the Edmund Fitzgerald, Sundown, If You Could Read My Mind. These are some of the songs I used to play in bistros in Montreal and things like that. But Alabama,
Yes.
Eagles, a lot of Fleetwood Mac growing up. I listened to a lot of Stones as well. Now I listen to a lot of there's lots of so many fantastic artists out there. Luke Combs, Lanny Wilson, Eric Church, Chris Stapleton. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Kane Brown, Shania Twain. It would be fun. I would love to do a song with Shania. Bailey Zimmerman. I mean, the list just goes on and on.
Do you find the new music different than the old music? Do you find, because I listen to a lot of those too, and I'm like you. I listen to everybody. I am more the old school. The old school. I always tell people you'll love our radio station if you're over 50. You're gonna know all the music. If you're under 50, you might not know any of it. Yeah. We play everything from Tom Jones to whatever. But I love the old one, but I do like the new one. I do like Kane Brown and Luke Combs and those people, and Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll, absolutely.
Such an inspiration. His story alone, to be a rapper and in prison and all that stuff, to doing what he's doing now. Just kudos to him for that. But yeah, do you find it quite different, or do you find it an inspirational, a different way, the new music opposed to the older stuff?
Yeah, well, the new music, is always evolving, and the thing I like about, country music now is not just North America. It's not just the States and Canada. It's gone global. In the past 10 years, that's probably, you look at the stats and radio stations playing it around, it's gone global. And you have, artists like Luke Combs and others, performing around the globe now, and to sell Eric Church and others, going to Scotland or something, having a concert there. You wouldn't hear about this, 40 years ago or something, country music artists going to Australia or something. It just wouldn't be.
We didn't let them out of Texas. We kept them all in Texas.
Yeah, boxed in there. That's right. But people are connecting with country music because it crosses a lot of genres. And it's really, I think what people like about it is the storytelling. Country music tells stories. It's authentic. It doesn't degrade women. It doesn't put them on, it puts them on a pedestal for women. At least I do it. I try to do it in my songs. It doesn't promote violence. It promotes the simple life. And I think people are longing for that simple connection, simple life. What the sort of comfort food of all music is country, I would say. It's that tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwich on a cold winter's night that your grandma used to make you or something. It's really comfort food for the soul, country music. And that's why I think it has grown globally, because people want to escape from that. There's lots of genres of music. But a lot of them are, they're kind of cookie cutter themes. Country tells stories about growing up and living and challenges and struggles and overcoming that. That's what I find about country music is beautiful and engaging and again that comfort food type of music. Yeah,
I always think of Elvis as the connector. I think of him as a connector because if you think back to when Elvis was playing, he was on tour with people like Johnny Cash and stuff, but he was also singing the rock stuff, and he was also doing "My Way" by Frank Sinatra. Like he hit all the genres, and all the genres I like. Like I mean, you're probably like me. I was in the '70s. It's when I was a teenager. It's all classic rock, Rush, AC/DC, all that stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. AC/DC, Kiss. Growing up, grade six, I was a big Kiss fan and went to
Oh,
my first Kiss concert in Montreal or something. Yeah, and
yeah.
AC/DC, yeah, sure. That's what we listened to. So yeah.
We used to see Rush and Max Webster every New Year's Eve at Maplewood
Yeah,
Gardens. They played Rush.
Max Webster.
Yeah, they were amazing. I still see them today. So no, it's wonderful there. And I actually just went to a book signing. Just a side note with Rick Emmett of Triumph. He released a book, and I was happy to meet him after all these years of being
Wow.
a big fan of Triumph fan. So it was funny. He lives right here in Burlington, so he did a book signing at our local library here, which is cool. Anyway, back to you. Okay, I'm going to ask about your music now because I ask every musician I talk to about this. When you write your songs, is it lyrics first or melody first? Nobody's been able to give me a straight answer. Everybody goes, well, it just appears. That's not how it works. So how's it work for you?
Um, there's two hats there that I have to wear. One of them, if I write an authentic single piece, solo, it's usually I get a theme in my mind, like three come together. I think, well, if I'm having a bad day, what makes a bad day better? Cold beer, some good whiskey, and a pretty woman. When I get together, my day is good then, right?
I've never known.
So everything gets better. So I kind of take that theme and work with it.
Yeah.
Some of these songs that I've written too, collaborations with Stephen Wrench, I might have he might have an instrumental that he produced. So Cherry Hill Gal, for example, he did this back in the studio many, many years ago and had Tom Petty actually playing on guitar for that song. And it was sitting around for a long time, and he sent it to me. And I was listening to it, and it's a great country song. And Tom Petty, you think, well, what's Tom Petty paying country music? But it was a great country song, great instrumental, lovely banjo, and I just love that song. And he sent it to me, and the thing that popped up in my mind was I wrote the lyrics for that. So the instrumental was already present with that collaboration.